Look at the oil coming out of it, man. Oh my god! Even with absolutely suspension, this thing still handles pretty goddamn sick. Mmm, fruity. Makes you rips. Literally rips. Good morning, you absolutely beautiful people. Welcome back to the old Donkey London channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day or evening, whatever you're doing. You guys will know I'm an avid lover of the old baguettes, and this one is absolutely sick. This is a super rare Peugeot 306 GTI-6.
This is legacy.
Free travel for the win. Managed to just blag it from sort of down south to Reading. Happy days. I've just got to try and find a bus. Behind the scenes with Donkey. You guys think I'll just get these cars out of thin air, but no, I'm travelling the world. Trains, buses, planes, automobiles. Yes, bro. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Get in. Black cab for the win. I was going to get a bus, but this fine gentleman said he'd take me for 20 squid, so yeah. Taxi for the win. Bye, bro. How you doing, geezer? Have I bought a 106 Exercise? No. Have I bought Brad's 106? No. Have I bought this GTI-6? No. GTI-6, baby. Woo! Coming up on the channel. GTI-6, do a buy. Alright, first little acceleration, baby. Makes you rips. Oh yeah, this is wicked. We'll do a cheeky little 0 to 60. It should have an LSD this as well, so pretty rare. LSD confirmed. What, she's rips. Boy, obviously all filmed in Mexico, obviously. Here she is, one beautiful little GTI-6. Needs to do a little bit of paint work. Gonna change the front suspension, raise the torsion bar up a little bit. Need to fix a couple of little gremlins like the rev counter and the oil pressure gauge. But yeah, all sort of menial stuff. Will make a super sick project. I'll probably stick some better tyres on it as well, just get all the wheels all powder coated. Interior is super clean. Original half leather with sort of cloth middles. Obviously 6-speed gearbox, which was the pinnacle of this car. Even got a sunroof. Oh, the rear is super mint. There we go, old Bill looking for John. This will make a proper cool project for the channel, and great to keep these kind of relics going. They're super rare now, these cars, so great to sort of keep them going on the road, as it were. One GTI-6, looking pimp. You had quite a few different variants of 306s. You had the GTI, which was a regular 5-speed 2-litre. You had this, which was a GTI-6 special edition because it came with 6 gears. Back then, 6 gears was something pretty cool. I know a lot of cars now have like 26 gears, but yeah, back then 6 gears was pretty exclusive. I picked this car up off my main man, Mr. Bradley, and we did a review of him on his Peugeot 106 Exercise. He's a massive advocate of the Peugeots. Oh, there's that Porsche guy. Oh my god. It's you again, broski. This guy is literally a madman. He sends his Porsche like an absolute John. He's always got oil coming out the back of it, but he doesn't care. He puts the roof down and he absolutely sends it. Hopefully we can do some overtaking with him. I'll flash the headlights. This guy is so funny, man, so I got totally excited for the start of the video, but he's an absolute madman. If anyone knows him, get him to get in contact, because he's an absolute full sender. You've got to be a bit of a nut to drive one fast, and it's convertible as well, so it's not exactly the most rigid of chassis, but yeah, cool guy for the whim. Look at the oil coming out of it, man. I think he definitely needs to do valve stems or something on this. He wasn't sending it, how disappointing. He knew he was going to get smoked by the Peugeot. Can't believe it. And bless him, I drive past him, he's got to be 70 years old, bless him. He's probably going to mess me say I'm 60, you f***er, but he didn't send it. Oh well, shit happens. Anyway, I'll calm down. It is absolutely sick. It's not the world's fastest car, about 170 horsepower standard. They sing to the red line, they sound amazing, they got pinpoint handling, and they smell like old Peugeots. They are literally smile-inducing motors. You can't go wrong with one of these cars.
Nice car. Want to show me what it can do?
Hi girls, where's your mother?
Right here. Nice car.
The Peugeot 306 drives the imagination.
It does need a few bits doing to it, but I kind of figured it'd be a great car to do a raffle with. We can kind of fix it up, have some fun in it over the next sort of couple of weeks or next month or whatever. And then once it's all finished and I've got it to where I want to get it, we can do a raffle. One of you lovelies can win it. Happy days. We've got to sort the exhaust out. It's a little bit loud, it's a little bit raspy. I'm kind of happy to just run a standard exhaust. The heat shield's rattling a little bit. All just menial stuff really, because these cars are super rare and some of them are going for like 8 grand now, 10 grand on the net, so they're expensive.
Whoa! We enter. Straight to your temple, baseline.
Yeah, boy!
Real.
Be careful with this front suspension.
G-Class until you're done now. Worldwide for the streets too. Let's roll.
Don't kill me, Peugeot! Even with absolutely front suspension, this thing still handles pretty goddamn sick. And she goes like shit on a shovel. Alas, once we get it all sorted, it'll be a much better car and be handling like it used to back in the old days. Bodywork's not too bad. The front wings are a slightly different colour grey to the rest of the car, and one of the rear quarters needs a little bit of blending. So I'm going to speak to Anil, my main man, Dream Car Bodyworks. Make sure you give him a follow. He's done 80,000 miles on this engine, and the actual chassis in itself has done 105,000 miles. So it's not actually a lot of miles for the age of the car. I think it's a 1996, which makes it not very good at maths.
5 minutes later.
24 years old, bang. A little bit mindful of that front shock as well. Scary. Overtaking opportunity coming up.
Switch it up.
Bye bye electric, no one likes you. That learner driver, he's literally sending it in a 30, naughty. Like I was saying with these videos as well, don't watch John and think, oh, I'm gonna just rag it. He does do everything in moderation, you know, don't start being crazy around other people. You know, you can still have a laugh in a car, otherwise what is the point of buying a performance car? But yeah, just do it in moderation.
Whoa! We enter. Straight to your temple, baseline instrumental.
Oh, I forgot to mention as well, it's actually got an LSD, this aftermarket that never came with an LSD, but Bradley kind of said to me it came with an LSD, and yeah, it does smoke up both the wheels when you're doing a wheel spin, so yeah, happy days, LSD confirmed. God's sake, Johnny, rinsed all the fuel. In 95, old Peugeots don't care. Little idea of what she currently looks like, looking pretty sick. She's pretty goddamn low, but yeah, we'll raise her up. Paintwork is a little bit questionable in place. We'll get it sorted. Kind of see the difference in the colour. Step back here. Very pimp.com. Got the half levers, which is pretty cool back in the day. Very simple, like clocks, or dash day out. Literally, what else do you need in a fine motor vehicle? The power. Do a little 0 to 60, 0 to the national speed limit. We have got quite a few parts and stuff in the back, so bear in mind it'll probably be quicker when we've got all the parts out of it and it's running a little bit better, but yeah, we'll do a quick little cheeky acceleration test. 3, 2, 1, go. Yes! There's Pinky! Woo-woo! Hello, Mr. P!
Hello!
Hello!
Everybody! Hello!
Pinky looking absolutely fantastic. Don't forget, like I mentioned, we've got the raffle going down, loads of sick merch. Make sure you do a buy. 16 valve! We've got a bit of weight reduction going on because there was a lot of parts in the back. So they're stock shocks with stock springs. And then we've got some other shocks with 40mm lowering springs. We've got a few trims here. That's the ashtray. New auxiliary belt to stop all that squeaking. Here's a ball joint that I said you need to replace, so we'll stick that on. Are they ball joints?
They're ball joints as well, yeah.
Lovely. Drop link. Happy days. Nice little bits and bobs. We've got a new fuel filter as well, so if it's not a lambda sensor, it might just be a little blockage in the fuel filter, so we'll change that as a matter of course. Obviously, once we get the paintwork sorted, we'll sort out some of the trims as well, but like I said, it's more important now just to try and get the mechanical bits sorted, and we'll concentrate on the aesthetics a little bit later on. Paul's lifting it up. Quick little look under the chassis. Like Brad was saying, it is super clean. That is the one good thing about this car. It hasn't got massive amounts of rust or even surface corrosion, and he's undersealed it as well, which is nice to see. That's the cat in it.
Yep.
I think he was saying the cat's been gutted. You can see there it's had some sort of...
There's a weld plate on top.
Has it been blowing here?
Yeah, it's cracked. It's cracked.
Good little sign when you guys are checking exhaust. Always look for a bit of like soot or a bit of carbon. You can kind of see where the leaks are going down. A little bit harder on an old car when it's got lots of sort of dirt underneath. Oh, that's Scorpion.
Yeah, Scorpion.
Okay. So it must be a Scorpion catback exhaust then.
A whole lot on it.
It looks like pigeon shit.
Yeah, I've seen neater pigeon shit.
Track rod end is now off. We're just going to start removing these front shocks. They're actually Bilsteins, aren't they? B4s, and you can see here we've got a yellow spring which is 60mm. So yeah, we're just going to take these shocks off, like we said, try these used ones and just see how we get on. Quickly show you guys the ball joints. They're the ones we've removed. That one's super floppy and no one likes a floppy doppy ball joint. Either way, old and scabby. And then the boots.
Yeah, the boots are all perished. Probably stiff because it had a water ingress or something in it.
There we go, nice new ball joint on that side. Another one on this side. And what you saying, Andy, about doing them in a pair?
Well, it's normally best to do them in a pair, because if you don't change them in a pair, you're going to have a nice new tight one and probably a floppy one. So you're going to get a discrepancy on it, so it's always best replacing for the cost of replacing it.
We just removed the auxiliary belt as well.
There's a rib missing from the outer edge, and that was due to it being incorrectly fitted.
Munched.
It was actually sat on the side and it was overrunning. Yeah. That's probably why it's squealing, that's why it's failed so early.
One shocky. Shocky that looks shocking. Was that the leaky one? What's the other one?
I think it possibly may be the other one. I can't see any residue or anything laying on here, so...
Definitely seen better days.
Yeah,
though.
definitely.
This is a comparison. This is actually a genuine Peugeot shock. That's a Bilstein V8. These are actually lower as much as they're farther further apart. This is a progressive screen. Progressive screen. Screams? Springs. I literally can't speak. Shocks wise, we had two pairs, but one shock out of each pair was only good. This one's foobar, that one's good. We kind of show you guys, you can test your own shocks, you know, if you're trying to do this kind of stuff to run cars. This one comes back, which is what you'd expect. Luckily we managed to get these Bilstein B4s delivered from the local motor facts. They had some in stock, which was really lucky. They just arrived. So we're pretty much going to just put the old bump stops on and the dust boots, and then obviously the top mounts. We've got brand new top mounts. We're going to reassemble them, put these lovely Spax 40mm lowering springs, which won't be quite as low as the other ones, give it a bit more of a sort of supple ride, a bit more sort of OEM plus. After that we're probably going to tackle the torsion bar, and it's really cool as well. I've got the exhaust company on board. They're going to be making me a nice sort of catback exhaust system for the old Pug. Generally speaking though, it's actually in pretty good nick, this car. Our man Brad did do some nice sort of undersealing. You know, there's none of the chassis rails are mashed. There's not a lot of rust on it, considering it is quite old now. Quite cool in these older Peugeots and a lot of the French cars as well. You've got your shocks here, and then you've got your torsion beams here, and then you've got your beam axle which goes across there. And this is how we're going to be basically adjusting the rear and getting it a bit higher, because it kind of looks cool, like dumped on its arse, but it doesn't handle, in my opinion, it could handle a bit better if it was just a little bit taller. You can always tell a man with strong stance. Check out that flat feet placement, getting these springs looking pucker. Happy day. Always important as well when you're taking off springs, use a spring compressor, because if that kind of bedoings off, it can cause some pretty gnarly injuries. Right, that's one shot completed. I'm just going to do exactly the same on the other one. Monky. MonkyLondon.com. Goodbye. And by magic. 2 shocks completed, mate. Fresh shocks, springs are all sprayed up, new top mounts, new drop link, or one new drop link because the other one was missing.
Just a little thing for anybody at home: if they're changing these top mounts, be very careful changing the bolts, because they do have a tendency to snap.
At last, we do have a little bit of a drama, but perfect time to close the episode. These spindles on the new ball joints are unfortunately too small. What we think these are for is like a sort of smaller engined 306 and the 306 GTI and the GTI-6, they actually have 20mm, and these are what, 16?
16.
Yeah, these are too small. So when we actually tried to put them up into the holes, they're kind of wobbling about all over the place, which is, no one wants a wobbly ball joint, do they, lads? Nothing worse than a wobbly ball joint. We've actually got a very exciting bit of news coming up. Andy's brother-in-law does laser cleaning. I think you guys might have seen some of this on TikTok and on Facebook. And it's like next level technology, very expensive equipment. He's going to come round on Saturday and start cleaning up a lot of the components on the Peugeot for us to make them all super, super sick. So a really exciting episode coming up. Poor Paul's sitting around. He's been rubbing his hands on the floor so to make him dirty, so it looks like he's doing something.
I have been doing stuff.
But his foot's going to be repaired in about, when are you coming off? About a week?
A couple of weeks, and then I'll go into like a boot thing, and then I'll be back up and about doing some engines.
Happy days, man.
Get on with some Nonda bits.
Yeah, back to your element. And very exciting news, Paul's getting a new unit.
Yeah,
And
it's out of this little shed.
Yeah, it's brand new as well, like factory fresh,
Yeah.
it's really sick. So we're going to show you guys a whole new episode once it's done that.
Putting all that stock together, a little shop as well,
Happy days.
keep some bits.
Happy days, I'm very excited for you, man. NSA Supplies very kindly going to send us a set of ball joints for
Yeah,
tomorrow.
overnight, yeah.
And then obviously we'll be doing the laser cleaning with Andy's brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law, yeah, Andy, his name is as well.
On double Andy's.
Yeah, double Andy.
Two Andys can't be wrong, can it?
Shut up. Anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed that first cheeky instalment. Once we got the bits and we start doing the laser clean, we'll be back for a second episode. So happy days, something to look forward to. Anyhow, bye from me, bye from Mr. Pete, and bye from Andy. Love you guys very much.